The island was floating in midair, not from magic, but from stolen gravity. The rocks had lost their weight. The ground was crumbling. Jaden's younger brother, Noah, had followed a glowing stone into the volcano and vanished. It was for restoring balance. He found a magnetic stone in his satchel and activated the pendulum. The force fields shot out, grabbing the rocks and pulling them back down to the ground. They formed a path through Mass's maze and landed with a soft thud, just like a real zero-gravity environment. His pendulum of gravity, a tool that manipulated the pull of the earth, began to pulse. With a flick of her wrist, she demonstrated her control over gravity, sending a boulder floating skyward. But her power came at a cost. To maintain her kingdom, she had stolen the gravity from nearby islands, causing them to crumble and drift away. Now she planned to take Noah's gravity too. The zero-gravity king, a girl named Mass with a crown of floating debris, cackled. Realizing Noah was in danger, he rushed to the antique shop owner, an enigmatic woman with a knowing smile. She revealed the pendulum's true purpose, a tool for balancing gravity. As the dust settled, he found Noah safe and sound, along with the antique shop owner and a friendly talking cat. They had come to help Jaden. Together, they returned home, where Jaden's pendulum, now dormant, became a cherished reminder of his extraordinary adventure.
Ow.
The air grew thin and hot, making it hard to breathe. As soon as it touched the metal, the control panel whirred to life, emitting a powerful force field. The rocks trembled, and the zero-gravity king, along with her minions, were sent hurtling toward the molten core. Just when he thought he couldn't go on, he spotted a small opening. Venturing inside, he found a vast chamber filled with sparkling debris and the zero-gravity king's loyal rock monster minions. To save Noah, Jaden had to find the magnetic north of the island and insert the stone into the volcano. He explored every inch of his home, asking endless questions about how things worked. He navigated through dense foliage, scaled sheer cliffs, and even braved a torrential downpour. All the while, the pendulum swung, urging him onward. Finally, he reached the magnetic north and a hidden cave leading to the volcano's fiery depths. One day he stumbled upon an antique shop filled with peculiar gadgets. Among them was a silver pendulum that seemed to hum with energy. Intrigued, Jaden purchased it without realizing its true nature or the adventure it would lead him on. The passage had become a raging river of lava. Defeated and stripped of her stolen powers, the zero-gravity king slumped onto a boulder, watching as the island began to shake and reform. "You'll never outmatch my chaos," she declared, trapping Noah in a maze of levitating boulders. Jaden, a curious boy who loved physics, realized the pendulum wasn't just for measuring gravity. She tried to lift them again, but Jaden's stone held firm. "Gravity isn't for stealing," Jaden said, his voice steady. "It's for grounding." Noah ran to him, and Mass, now an island guardian, whispered, "Maybe I'll let the land settle." Drawn by the allure of a glowing stone, he skipped across the beach and ventured towards a dormant volcano. Suddenly, the ground beneath him crumbled, and he tumbled into a deep cavern, startled but unharmed. Noah found himself in a vast chamber where a majestic yet somewhat goofy-looking girl with a crown of sparkling debris awaited him. The island solidified. Jaden's pendulum dimmed, its magic complete. From a young age, Jaden had been fascinated by the world around him. Meanwhile, his little brother, Noah, curious and mischievous, had wandered off during their family's island vacation. She introduced herself as the zero-gravity king, ruler of this peculiar place. Meanwhile, Jaden, sensing something amiss, grabbed his pendulum, which began pulsing erratically. Guided by the pendulum and a cryptic map, Jaden embarked on a solitary journey across the treacherous island. Jaden carefully descended into the volcano, dodging molten lava and superheated steam. But they weren't expecting Jaden. He quickly dodged their grasp and approached the control. Paneled to insert the magnetic stone, the final desperate attempt to escape, the zero-gravity king tried to flee through a secret passage, but it was too late. Jaden, exhausted but triumphant, had restored balance to the island.